As a boyfriend, what do you think? What's your understanding? What's your take on your girlfriend having to have male friends? Male friends that she goes and visit, male friends that she can keep around, even with you around, sometimes in your absence. What do you think about that idea? Support this idea? Are you about it? You don't mind? Or it's something that for you it's a no-no? Or you have boundaries? You allow it, but there are certain things that can happen, can be done, cannot be done. There are restrictions basically. So there are rules to govern that kind of relationship where there are male friends in the midst. So what are those, if you do have? What are those restrictions? What are those rules? Or why do you say no for you? Again, even on this issue, there are people who may say it's not a big deal. It's not even that deep. It's not something that you should need to worry about. Because if you do worry about it, if you put too much restrictions about it, you're controlling. If you think about it and you talk too much about it and you have so much concerns and you're bothered by it, you are insecure. Worse, you don't have trust to the person that you are in a relationship with. You don't trust your girlfriend. You don't trust her so much that you control who is in her life, or you think these people will actually replace you with them, or you think she might even abandon you and actually take them. Maybe it's not the case. What if there are genuine reasons? What if it's actually something that needs to be considered, or something that needs to be even be communicated by partners? I'm not sure what you think about this, but it's a very important issue. It's very important that it's worth talking about between people who are actually in love, in a relationship, or in a committed relationship, exclusive relationship. I'm not talking about other relationships that are out there. What if the boyfriend actually has fears of infidelity that could actually happen? Not is happening, but could happen. So he's worried about something that could actually happen, not that is happening.
If she's got a bunch of guy friends, it's not going to be sustainable. She's not going to be spending her time with you. She's going to be sharing her secrets and her intimacy with other guys. If you want to have a really good, strong, long-term relationship, you have to have exclusivity and intimacy, deep levels of intimacy with each other. But I'm just saying, if she has a lot of guy friends, it's going to not work out.
Remember again that women, they talk. Women talk to their friends, they talk to their families, they talk to the closest people around. So in most cases, she talks to her friends, or his friends in this case, male friends. Anything that's happening around her life, she talks about it, whether good, whether bad. If there are no restrictions, she may even talk about the relationship, the good things that are happening in the relationship. Sometimes even in the bedroom, she could talk about the good and the bad. She could talk whenever there are troubles in a relationship. She may talk her heart out. She may talk crying. She may talk, of course, waiting for someone to comfort her, or talking for the reasons of sympathy, for the reasons that she wants some advice. She wants a way forward. She wants someone who can actually encourage her, whether to continue or not to continue with the relationship. So if the male friends do not like the boyfriend, if the male friends do not even approve of the relationship, the advice they can give in a heat of a moment, at a time when she's most vulnerable, when she is even able or capable of taking a decision that will hurt the person or hurt the boyfriend, she would take that advice. In the heat of a moment, when the girlfriend, she's actually most vulnerable, she's most angry, she could take the wrong advice to actually ruin the whole relationship, and not knowing that she took the wrong advice from wrong people, which she was not even supposed to associate with anyway while she's in a relationship. she could take that advice and run with it, and it could ruin everything.
He's your friend only because you have made it absolutely clear that nothing else is happening except this friendship we have. We remain your friends in hopes that one day there'll be a crack in the door, a chink in the armor, and trust and believe that guy that you think is just your buddy, he will slide in that crack the moment he gets the opportunity.
And you
Because
think
we're
most
guys.
men think this way?
99.9% of us think that way.
Could easily replace the boyfriend, could easily lead the girlfriend astray. He could easily make sure that he destroys everything. He pushes the man away, the boyfriend away. And it could happen just like that.
I really don't care if somebody's been friends with somebody of the opposite sex their whole life. It always has the potential, in the right circumstances, with the right environment surrounding them. Maybe somebody is in a low place emotionally or spiritually. Maybe their relationship at home isn't good, and the grass can always look greener on the other side. They can have a tendency to look at the person and think, man, it's so easy with this person. Maybe I should have married them.
These male friends could orchestrate events because they've got the power. Remember, they've got the power. They've got all the power to control situations and orchestrate events and situations to favor them, so that they wait for the right moment, where the right opportunity, where they could snap and catch the lady and make sure that he separates with the person that they don't like, they do not approve of, and make sure that they fall into their arms just like that. Because remember, she's already trusted these people. She's already could tell them everything. They know anything and everything about these ladies. And it's easy for them to just create a moment and make sure that it happens just like that. Especially in the heat of the moment. Especially when situations are heated. When she's the most vulnerable. They could take an opportunity in the blink of an eye, within a second, just like that.
The point is, can we just call it what it is? Men and women cannot be friends with each other because we've never been friends and we never will be. We are two parts of the universe that collectively come together to create life. Don't disrespect that by calling it friends. And if you're a guy that's okay with her having friends, maybe question the value of the person that you're with and the emotions that you really feel when they do that, opposed to lying to yourself because you'd much rather be seen as a nice guy opposed to an honest man. When really all you wanted was one woman to yourself and all she wanted was one man to herself. Is that too much to ask?
One of the reasons that have an impact on men not to allow their girlfriends or their wives to have male friends or male best friend into their relationship while they're in the relationship with them is simply because of personal belief or personal preference or strong cultural beliefs that it's just not right. It just does not make sense. Why? It's simply because that they want to avoid problems. There are potential problems. We can all agree that there are potential problems that could arise in such kind of situation. And other people just do not want to deal with unnecessary problems. They just eliminate them from the beginning, from the early stage, from the start. They do not want to have problematic situations and inherit this problem at the later stage, whereas they would have dealt with them earlier and they don't have to deal with them at the later stage when they are the most painful, at the time when they cause even more damage. Another reason is, why as a girlfriend or as a wife do you need male best friend or male friends in your life when you have your man, when you have your main man in your life? Do you need them because you want to talk to them some things that you cannot talk to your husband or your boyfriend? What is it that you think you cannot talk to your boyfriend? What is it that you think you cannot talk to your husband about, but you feel more comfortable to talk to other men? Why do you need two men in your life? Why do you need, what kind of refuge you think your boyfriend or your husband cannot provide, but your male friends can actually provide? What is it? Is there a difference that there's something maybe I don't understand or other people don't understand, but you just need this to happen? Without this, you'll die, or without this, you will not survive. You feel like shallow. You feel like you're not complete. You feel like you're not the same person that you could possibly when you have made best friend in your lives. What is it? The other reason that men do not like the idea of male best friends or male friends of their wives or their girlfriends. It's simply because, just like women also they do have that desire to mark their territory, to make sure that there's no someone else who actually controls this territory. It is mine. I am the one next to my man, next to this person, my partner. As much as there is that desire from women, there is that strong, it's even stronger with men, there is that strong desire for men to mark their territory, to feel like I am the main man, I am the king of this kingdom, this is my kingdom, and anyone else who comes within my kingdom should be my subject, not someone at my level or above me, or someone doing the same responsibility that I'm actually doing. I need to be the one responsible more than anyone else, and I need to be the one held accountable if anything goes wrong. I need to be the one who owns it up. But in the case where they are male best friends and they're male friends, the chances that things could go wrong, there are so many. And as a boyfriend or as a husband, you do not have that control, because there's no way you could have two kings in one place, in one kingdom. You could have, it's impossible, it does not happen. Because remember also that these male friends or male best friend, they are also men. So men do have that desire to have dominion, to have his territory, to mark his territory, to feel like a king, to be not bossed around, to be not controlled around. So what do you think that male best friend he will actually do? You think that male best friend of yours will not want to have a control of some sort, a certain demand that he wants, a certain to mark his territory also, while your main man is marking his territory? There's a competitor also marking his territory. You may not know, you may not see it, you may not appreciate it, but it does happen. And it's very much easy, it's very much better to actually eliminate the problem before it even arises.